Hey everyone, this is Oren and welcome to another devlog. It's been about 2 weeks since the last time I made one, so I thought this would be a good time. I've been pretty busy, so didn't get a chance to get too much done. A lot of little quick fixes and still working on the big task, which is getting controller support in. Pretty much I have it working in-game to play around with, but getting all the menus, button config, being able to choose like your access for moving and shooting, all of that stuff is still yet to do. And I kind of want to hold off on putting it in the update until it's working properly. But I've been making a ton of other cool little fixes and tweaks that I'd like to show off before I make that update with full controller support. So one thing you'll notice is that now the bullets have like flashy and they're more colored in and they just look better. Also, whenever I kill, oh, you know what I noticed? Last time I made this video, since these lines are like 1 pixel thick, YouTube doesn't pick them up too much. Unless you have like it on 1080p. If you're looking at a phone or anything, you get screwed. So I made a thick wall button config. So now, like, I don't know. I think I like it better thin for the actual game, but for showing a YouTube video, this is 10 times better. Now you guys can really see. So look at how, like, the enemies kind of explode into parts when I kill them. I added that because before they were stationary, it just looked a little boring. And, like, if anything is easy to add and takes only, like, 30 minutes, it's pretty much going in, and I'll take it out if it sucks. Another thing is that now when enemies explode, I made their... Oh, wow. Yeah, so you see what happens when I die? Like, those scraps go everywhere. I just kind of pumped like 100 into the player. This is the dev build, so like some of this stuff you see might not ever show up in the alpha demo. I'm just messing around with different things. But also the orange explosions that come out of enemies, I made them animate at half speed, so now they really fill up the screen and look a lot more juicy. When you dash, I made the whole screen shake just a little, so it looks like you're really powering through there. Oh, I just love how those things fly out. So another thing I did that was a good buff is I doubled the speed of reflected bullets. So like when I kill this guy and reflect his bullets, you'll see the blue ones will fly back twice as fast as the orange ones. And I think it just feels better. And because enemies don't really dodge the reflected bullets at all, there's no need to care about their speed. Whatever feels better works. It's gonna hit the enemy pretty much anyway. And it's just a little bit more satisfying. Now when you reflect, yeah, that'll happen. But now when you reflect one of those guys, the exploders who throw bullets everywhere, you get like this blue wave of death that comes out and kills everything in sight, which is so nice, especially when you're in a room with tons of enemies. Oh, another little bonus you'll notice is like, look at the life bar at the bottom. I changed it. Now it's got that nice little like white bar that goes down. That's just visually awesome. It's kind of like something that happens in Street Fighter, and right after I noticed it, I'm like, oh, why don't I have this? There's no excuse, so I threw it in. But that's... Oh, I'm definitely going to die again. Oh, well, that happens. That's Hardline Gunner. Well, yeah, just like a lot of little tweaks in between messing with getting controls working and redoing the menus. Like, coding menus for a game dev is never the most fun part, so I kind of like do it until I get bored, and then I make a new gun or a new enemy or fix something or tweak something or whatever. But some other things that I did was I was getting great feedback once I put this demo up, and a lot of people were saying that it was getting annoying trying to distinguish different types of gunners, like a machine gunner, a regular gunner, a sniper. So I changed their colors. Like here the machine gunners are purple. I made snipers, there's a sniper, they're yellow. And also what I did is, instead of their bullets being super fast and coming out right away, they start off at normal speed and very quickly speed up. And also if you deflect a sniper bullet, it's an instant one-hit kill. A YouTuber who made a video pointed out that, like, man, it's just so satisfying having to get one of those that it'd be nice to have an instant kill. And I was like, oh, you're totally right. made a ticket, and like that's now going in. Man, you can see how good deflecting those exploder guys stuff is. It's just so powerful. But yeah, now that you can see the different colors, you kind of know what to expect. You know, like, oh, there's some snipers, so get ready to just spin and be invincible because something's coming at you really fast, and it just makes it a lot better. Plus, I think the colors still work. I'm still like, you know, I don't know color palettes, so I'm still playing with different stuff, but I like seeing the yellow and purple guys. They don't get in the way. Another thing is I changed all enemy bullets to be yellow and orange instead of red. I just think it looks better. So yeah, so those guys just like get decimated because all of their own bullets get spun against them. So that's cool. When you have perfect timing, you get that awesome reward, and if you don't, it's really risky because like I think if like 10 of those bullets hit you, especially if you're holding down dash, so you take double damage, like that's it, instant death, you're done. Oh, another fix I did was I took away charge shot, so there's no longer a charge if you don't shoot. There is no special charge shot for anything. Really, in the end, I was talking with Matt about it, and there wasn't. It wasn't a good mechanic. It was unnecessary. If I want any special charge shot move, that can just be a new gun that I can put in a level at exactly when I want, and that'll be that. Also, another thing for charge shot is once the charge shot bullets lock onto an enemy, they no longer collide with walls. So it gives you that like just extra feel of guarantee. Every damn time. I'm trying to explain something. But it just gives you like that extra guaranteed hit feel. It's like, you know, if you get the bullet to be in an area where it finds an enemy, it will smoke them. I think there's one right here I can get real fast. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. So yeah, as you'll see right here, like once they first lock onto an enemy, they're gonna hit it no matter what. And that feels great. So like, why not? There's really no, oh, that was sick. So like even with that, there's really no need to have a special charge move on it. The gun is now like crazy powerful and does its job. And dead. So another thing that I noticed is I really like those hardcore style games where like you make a mistake and it counts. And I know in my last post I said. So last week, me and Matt had a big discussion of how we wanted to handle hardline gunner difficulties. Originally, how they're set up is after you beat a level, whatever life you currently have is what life you're starting the next level with. If you play any level that you've already beaten, like to get a gold medal or to unlock something, no life will spawn in that level, so you have to do it the hard way. And also, every time you die, they're counted, and certain like levels in the map you won't have access to because you died too much. And like I like these mechanics. I love hardcore games. There's a lot of games I've only played in hardcore mode, so that's my style, and that's why those mechanics exist, and that's why I fought for them. But I realized that I'm such a small fraction of that genre, and there's really no need to force it on every player. Easy mode really gets too easy, and to really experience the game, especially the way that I'm designing it, you need to play in hard mode. So we decided that we're gonna have a new difficulty, hardcore, and that's where all the mechanics I love are, and I don't have to compromise on any of them. And hard mode will be the exact same thing, but all of them will be removed. So you can die as many times as you want. Every time you start a level, you'll get full life. I still think that if you replay a level, I won't let health spawn, but any health that's in the level that is just sitting there, like I won't let it spawn from enemy deaths, but any other health, I'll keep it there, why not? And that's just pretty much because a lot of the level design that I'm doing, it's so fun to surprise the player and ambush them and like throw them in a situation where there's just like a million enemies and you're gonna die instantly. And with the hardcore mechanics, that's just not fair. Like it's just too much of a punishment when the player's never gonna expect it and there's no way to handle it unless you've seen it before. And it's just easier to have two different modes. Hard mode where I can do all those ambushes, and hardcore mode where pretty much you should play hard first so that you know what to expect, so that in hardcore mode you're ready. So on top of making these dev videos, I also started a devlog on TigSource. It's the perfect community to just like be able to share day-to-day process of hardline development, kind of get feedback. You can ask any question you want or post a comment, It's like the perfect place to be able to follow everything you need to know in the development. Anytime someone makes like a YouTube video about our game or anything, like here's the perfect spot for you to see it. I'll post all of those here. Any little tweak or quick fix that I do, this is where it'll go, so that you guys can see right away. And if you don't want to wait for my like bi-monthly videos, sign up and check it out. Alright, so that's pretty much all for devlog number 2. There's definitely a lot more changes coming up. This game's still in alpha and we're still figuring out random cool ideas and stuff that works and stuff that doesn't work, so expect it to change a bunch. Just wanted to give you guys a nice update on how it's going so far, and probably make another one of these in a week or two. Take care, guys.